Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. In this video, we are going to cover the topic on burnout. Before we proceed any further, please do note that we publish 3 marketing videos daily on YouTube. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Now let's start with the definition of burnout. This term was derived by Herbert Freudenberger, a psychologist in the 1970s. It refers to a condition where extreme stress can cause acute mental, emotional and physical exhaustion. Elongated or persistent stress in the workplace can cause burnout. It is recognized through 3 primary symptoms: cynicism, where the person doesn't connect to the job; fatigue, and when people feel that their professional capabilities have diminished. What is burnout? Drawn out and extreme stress can cause a burned out person to be mentally, physically, and emotionally weary. Burnout generally occurs when someone is emotionally exhausted, overloaded, and when continual demands can't be met. As the stress prolongs, you tend to lose the enthusiasm and appeal the work had when you initially took on the role. It becomes difficult for employees to carry on with their everyday responsibilities and manage the stress. Burnout needs to be treated and does not get better on its own. Diabetes, heart disease, and depression can arise due to untreated burnout. Signs and symptoms of burnout. First, physical indicators. These include stomach aches, intestinal issues, headaches, and other physical symptoms might arise due to persistent stress. Next, disconnection from activities related to work. Work gets exasperating and stressful due to burnout. Burnout might cause people to be pessimistic towards colleagues and the work environment. It can also lead people to withdraw emotionally and be desensitized with respect to work. Next, diminished performance. Day-to-day tasks either at home or at work are affected by burnout, especially when caregiving is a significant responsibility of the individual at home. Pessimism about work is caused by burnout, and a person's attention span is affected along with creativity. Next, emotional weariness. People tend to be exhausted, saturated, and can't cope due to burnout. Next, fantasizing about a break. The continuous demands in the workplace might cause a person to be discontent and fantasize about a break, preferably a vacation or escaping. Food, alcohol, or drugs can be used as coping mechanism for their emotional pain in extreme cases. Next, seclusion. Burnout causes a person to feel overburdened. People experiencing it might stop interacting with colleagues, friends, and family and tend to be secluded. And the final symptom could be about ill temper. People experiencing burnout can get angry or irritated at colleagues, friends, and family members easily. Next, phases of burnout. First, extreme urge and aspiration. Second, pressurizing yourself to work more diligently. Third, disregarding your own requirements. Fourth, the recognition of disputes. Next, no time for personal needs. Blaming others instead of owning up to your actions. Seclusion from friends and family. People experiencing burnout may get irritated or angry at family and friends unnecessarily. Disconnection from life and your control over it. Feeling anxious or numb, as an adventurous behavior might be used as coping mechanism. Example, overeating, gambling, or substance abuse. Next, you lose motivation and hope, suffer from depression. And finally, crash emotionally or physically, might lose your coping ability, might require medical or mental health attention. Moving on to causes of burnout. 2 major causes. First, work-related causes of burnout. No acknowledgement or compensation for good work, doing tedious or uncomplicated work, notions of losing your command over work, working in an intense or disorderly environment, and finally, vague or extremely challenging job expectations. The other causes could be lifestyle causes, wherein absence of intimate and encouraging relationships, no time for entertainment or socializing due to excessive work, lack of sleep, taking more responsibilities than they can handle alone, it gets difficult to entrust others with work, a constant need to be in charge, or finally, negative perspective of the world and yourself. Next, how to prevent burnout. First, consuming a balanced diet. Nourishing diets containing omega-3 fatty acids can help de-stress. Walnuts, fish, and flaxseed oil are rich in omega-3 and give you an emotional boost. Next, workout. In addition to improving our physical health, exercise also provides a mental boost. Short walks and mini workouts that do not require a lot of time and effort can also be beneficial if made into a habit. Next, seek help. It is essential to seek help when you are stressed. You can check in with close family members or friends as a part of self-care if asking for help feels difficult and you want to be there for each other. And finally, having a healthy sleeping pattern. Healthy sleeping patterns are important for our well-being since our bodies need to relax and reboot. Forming bedtime rituals, avoiding the use of phones in bedrooms, and not consuming caffeine prior to bedtime can encourage healthy sleep patterns. Next, Dealing with burnout. The 3R approach is advised to deal with burnout. First, recognize, as in keep an eye for indicators for burnout. Next, reverse. Seek help to cope with stress and reverse the damage. And finally, resilience. Build your adaptability to stress by keeping yourself physically and mentally healthy. Moving on, possible causes of job burnout. First, insufficient control. Second, defective workplace environment and practices. Third, vague job requirements. Fourth, immoderate activity. Next, no work-life balance. Next, no social support. Next, try to satisfy everyone by doing all the work alone. Next, employed in a helping profession like healthcare, which can cause stress, especially during times like COVID. Next, an unchallenging and tedious job. And finally, feelings of no command over one's work. What are the consequences of job burnout? Excess stress, inability to sleep, tiredness, ill temper or sadness, cardiac disease, substance abuse or alcohol, high blood pressure, susceptible to diseases, maybe type 2 diabetes. Next, stress versus burnout. Under stress, symptom is overengagement. For burnout, symptom is detachment. Stress is about extreme emotions. Burnout is dilute emotions. Stress creates excitability and urgency. Burnout creates hopelessness and powerlessness. Stress is all about energy deprivation. In burnout, deprived of hope, ideals, and encouragement. Stress gives birth to anxiety disorders, whereas burnout gives birth to depression and disconnection. Stress is majorly about physical damage. Burnout is majorly about emotional damage. Stress may cause premature death. Burnout, it may seem like life not worth living. And finally, an example of burnout. Japanese companies have the world's longest working hours and it's literally killing their employees. Although the government now plans to do more, but let's look at a few cases. It is not new for Japanese employees to work long working hours. The first case was seen in 1960s. Let's look at an example here. Naoya landed a job at a large Japanese telecoms company straight out of college. He loved computers and it seemed like a great opportunity in Japan's competitive graduate job market. But 2 years later, things started to go wrong. He usually worked until the last train, but if he missed it, he slept at his desk, his mother said. In the worst case, he had to work overnight through to 10 p.m., then the next evening, working 37 hours in total. 2 years later, Naoya died at the age of 27 from an overdose of medication. His death was officially ruled a case of karoshi, the Japanese term to describe death attributed to overwork. Well, that was not the only case. On Christmas Day in 2015, a 24-year-old Matsuri Takashi, an employee at the Japanese advertising agency Dentsu, jumped to her death. Japan's overtime culture and burnout. There are hundreds of official karoshi cases reported every year. They include suicides, strokes and heart attacks. But according to campaigners, the actual figure is significantly higher. According to a survey, greater than 80 hours of overtime is covered by employees in 1/4 of Japanese companies every month. They are frequently unpaid. The 100 hours monthly overtime mark has been crossed by more than 12% of employees. These values are vital. More than 80 hours of monthly overtime is considered the limit after which your chances of dying increase. Even though almost 35% of them don't take it, employees are permitted 20 days off annually in Japan. So that's it, folks. This brings an end to the topic on burnout. These are some of the sources and links referred to for the content in the video. If you have liked the video, do subscribe to our channel where you'll witness 3 new videos daily. Additionally, if you want to view these videos in an organized manner, you can visit freecourses.net, where all our videos are arranged in the form of courses. Thank you and see you in the next video.